Really?
I really hope that he comes to the realization of how horrible a racer he is when it comes to racing with other people. You know, I am a poor driver at this track. I sucked here, but at least I can go at the thought at the end of my day saying, man, at least I was a tiny bit sliver of clean that race, which Fuzzy wasn't. Slime,
Yes.
with all due respect to you, I genuinely do not know what you're doing. Half the people here were wall riding, so that's fun. I know I can't be saying much, but at least I wasn't wall riding half of the laps.
Same
So
here.
really, I'm just astounded. I'm just astounded the level of people that just don't know how to drive cleanly. And I thought I saw this in LFR.
You
But
know,
no,
this is
no,
really
no.
fucking rich coming from a guy like you. You know
Yeah,
that?
I am really rich.
Can we
I
not?
am really
Can we
rich.
not? Can we not
Holy
argue?
man.
Can we?
May I add this
I am
real quick?
really rich.
Can we not
got
argue in the media
millions in
pen,
my
please,
bank account.
boys?
I got
All right.
millions.
So
Millions in
I
my
was
bank account.
not. The reason I was in the back was because I wasn't wall riding for the whole race.
Yes, exactly.
That's the only reason why I was in the back the entire race.
I got-
everyone else
Which
was
is why
back
the top two should
via
be
wall riding.
disqualified.
What did you just
I
say?
think I
The
think
top
I,
two
I
should
was
really,
just
if you look at things fairly here, they should be disqualified.
Look, like,
Yeah,
if I
was
could,
not
if
If
I
you
wall
look at the
riding.
facts.
if I could have everybody for a moment, we've got some post-race questions from some audience members and different journalists.
All right,
Okay.
I've
Question,
had it.
question for Forkifiedguy. A journalist asks what you think of everyone like getting up against the wall and riding it like they were Doc Hudson.
You know, it
Mostly like
sucked when
Fuzzy, Ace Under, yourself, I think.
sometimes you gotta move with it, and it wasn't so bad until I lost because of it, and I got freight trained. But maybe different setups would have produced a faster outcome where the bottom side's faster, but
Yes.
and you lose time on the top. But all in all,
Yeah.
I'm concussed.
Okay.
Another
Fair
question.
enough.
Another question for Matthew this time. They want to know specifically how you think about Mabelev's one, where he actually made a move from it. What do you think of Mabelev's one where he made a move?
I don't know. It had to be spectacular. That was the best thing I've ever seen. Even though I was leading at that time, because I'm just that good. But Timmy's better than me. All glaze.
Thank you for this insight.
Glaze.
Question for Blasty. How did you feel about, journalist asks, and my own personal question, what was your driving force behind your pit strategy for today?
Driving force behind my pit strategy? Huh.
Yeah, what made you choose to do certain things with your pit strategy?
So, really, I did a whole run. It was around 47 laps.
Mhm.
So, when it was lap 33 out of 80, it was 47 laps until the race to the finish. So I just decided to pit just right away.
Yeah.
But when it came to the later cautions, I just decided to pit because either way I was going to be at the back because everybody was going to be wall riding. So I just decided to pit again. So
I think it's just worth pointing out that the unofficial results have dropped, and we're looking at P1 Fork, P2 Jackson.
No.
These are not the
Oh,
unofficial
way.
results.
P4
No,
Pod.
I'm 5th, bro.
I will get
I'm
the
not 11th.
unofficial results.
Nope.
I
Slime
will get
earned
the
that
unofficial
fifth place.
results. I will get the unofficial results posted soon.
They're right there.
By the way, who did actually win the race? Hope it was me.
Well,
It
it
should be.
very well could be. We'll find out.
All right, and then
Matthew,
what's
can
the
you
question
please
for me?
pause the music? The question for you is, how do you feel about being put into the grass right at the very end of the race?
Me?
So to me, that was kind of
Not you, Matthew.
rude, but at the same time, I don't feel like me and him should be disqualified. I feel like it was a racing incident.
feel like they
got
should be
on my
disqualified.
recorder. Who said that? Because if so, get out of the media pen
Fork. That was
immediately.
Fork.
Fork, you spank your meat to freaking whatever the fuck that was.
I
you posted,
I'm now looking
bro.
at
Matthew,
3
please
wins
sit
right
down.
now, and you have 0.
Matthew, please sit down.
Okay, anyway.
Quite honestly, have you ever seen Wario? Have you even tried watching WarioWare?
But yeah,
The game? Wario World Gold? You
Yeah,
haven't, so I don't want to hear your stories told.
Dale, please continue to answer the question.
Holy moly, that guy's.
So I feel like Mabel tried to do the right thing by trying to pass me, but then I tried turning to try and make the corner, and then I just kind of turned.
That's dirty.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel
You
like
did the
we
same
should
thing
both
at
be
Daytona, and you
disqualified.
lost the win because of that. You shouldn't be able to send.
I was giving him enough
Send
room,
mofos to
but for some
Shanghai so
reason,
you can win while they're left
no.
picking up the peanuts in the infield. That is unacceptable.
I don't know. I mean, he got on my rear quarter, and I just tried turning to make the corner, not trying to turn him or kill me.
He was there.
So,
He was there.
myself.
You kept going, son.
Final question, from myself. I don't have any. I want you to ask a question each to each other, to one other person. So, Blassie, do you have any questions for one other person here? About like race etiquette, whatever they did, right? You couldn't do.
Bubby, I want you to go through the thought process. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you about to make out with your new car? You have a response?
Who?
Who's he talking to?
To you, Bubby.
Think about
on a
it.
Scale,
probably a. Oh, wait. Say it again.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to make out with this new car tonight?
Probably a 2.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, Dale. Now, do you have any questions for anybody else?
No. I just feel like Fork's comments were kind of mean and rude.
Oh, you could always ask him nicely to say sorry. That would be a question.
But that's not on him. I mean, he's trying to make a point. So, but the way he said it was really not nice.
I mean, like I said, you can always ask him very nicely to say sorry. That would be a question.
Nah.
Okay,
move on.
Fork, do you have any questions for anybody else here in the media pen?
Yeah.
For who?
Matthew.
Oh, okay. What's your question for Matthew?
That's a great question.
That's a very good question.
What's your answer, Matthew?
He didn't ask me a question.
I just did.
It was his cough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
where
the
the
question.
unofficial results at? I am kind of scared.
That'll be posted after the post race. After this media pen.
We need to have an honest
Matthew, please,
conversation.
Matthew, please,
legal.
Matthew, please get back to the media
sit down.
pen.
I want to stand right here in the middle.
No, Matthew, sit back down. Matthew, sit back down.
I have a dream.
Fork, sit down. That's good. Okay, final question. Wait, Fork, did you actually ask a question? Jackson has pulled up. Jackson has pulled up to the function.
The question is, and I ask all of you this in the audience, should such a blatant force be allowed?
Who do you mean by blatant force?
Basically, in essentiality, quintessentially, what Dale did to win to defend there. Because if he didn't force, there's a very good chance May would have won.
Sir. It was not to defend.
I don't know. Why was he in the grass?
I'm sorry, we have a spinning iPod Nano in the media pen.
I think I should have won.
Can someone pick up that iPod Nano from the media pen, please?
I got it. Oh, he's sticking to the roof.
You always jump.
May I leave the game so I can try and get a clip here real quick?
No.
I don't feel like it.
Can the media people sit back down, please, in their respective seats?
Hold on, I want the iPod. All right.
Stop spinning, Jackson. Can you stop the spinning? Okay, the iPod Nano.
Shut up, I'm spinning too.
Everyone sit down. Everybody sit down. We still have one more
Nate
question from Matthew.
Win.
Jackson, leave the stage, please. Not the stage, but... Fuck!
No,
Sit
he's gonna spin
down!
out of it. He's gonna.
Fuck! Sit down! That's a good... Fuck! That's a good kitten. Matthew, sit down! Thank you. Okay, Matthew, your question. Your question, Matthew.
That's where it came from the heart.
I have
Okay.
a question for shut up, Cap. God dang. Anyway, my question is for Fork. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I put 3 Y's for this one. Why? Out of 4, why? Why did you try to wreck me, man? That hurt my feelings.
Ooh, fair point. You tried to wreck
What's that? What's a wreck? I never heard of a wreck. I never wreck.
That's a lie.
Fork, you're not.
I mean, wait, when you tried
then.
to wreck me and then you wrecked yourself. That one.
I did not. No.
The iPod Nano has returned.
Oh,
well,
I'm
Matthew's
trying
going
to
to get that.
stay off you.
And Blasty is also gone. And so is Fork. Well, that will conclude our media pen today.
You got a ball.
Yippee. I'm out
God
of
dang
here.
it, Jackson.
And now to pull up